So I just deactivated all my social medias, every account besides YouTube, obviously, because that's what I'm posting this on. So no scrolling, no checking notifications, no going on people's profile, no checking if this person liked this post or how many likes did this post get. None of that. And if you see me looking at my phone, it's because I'm just referencing my notes, okay? So I don't forget, because I get very caught up in one thought and I'll just keep going and then completely forget. So one of the first things I wrote is, who am I without stimulation, without validation? So we are constantly overstimulated by posts, stories. This person replied to my story. This person liked my post. This person commented on my post. Did this person view my story? Did she like my story? Did she view it? Did she? And it's like, we get caught up in this, not realizing none of this shit matters, bro. If we were just to let go of this and go back outside and just actually visualize everything how we want it, it'd be 2007 outside. But since we're so caught up in this, we get paranoia of something that's not even real, bro. It's not something that we need, and it's not something that is healthy to be constantly tied down to. It's healthy to express yourself on social media. It's healthy to post. It's healthy to be creative. You know what I'm saying? I do videography, I edit, I hoop. It's all healthy stuff to do. But what's the second part say? Without validation. Who am I without validation? So I'm not like a social media celebrity. I'm not super famous, popular, but we all have been there where we're constantly checking our notifications, constantly checking how many likes did this get, constantly checking, did she post it? Did he post this? What's going on with this? Am I gonna miss out on this? You're not missing out on nothing. And to be honest, bro, if something is that important from somebody that's important in your life, guess what? They will most likely tell you. My friend just had a triple-double, shout out Dan, off the bench. You know what he did? He called me. Because I literally talked to him the day before, 2 days before. I'm like, how's your ankle feeling? You feel me? Don't you got a game soon? He's like, yeah, whatever. Let me know the next day. I just had a triple-double. Now, he probably might have posted a story, who knows? But again, it's not like I'm missing out, because anything that's important is gonna come to me and it's gonna get to me somehow anyways, right? So, it's just like a power dynamic to where I had to sit back and think about, who am I without this shit? I just started to realize that in moments of discomfort or boredom, I would go to my phone. I would go check social media. I'd go scroll. I'd go check Instagram. I'd go check Twitter. Just reprogramming your mind to constantly be checking things when in reality you don't need that outside input. You need to just be bored with yourself at times and figure out who the fuck am I without this person or this app telling me this, or this news outlet telling me this, and constant output, constant input from other places. Who are you? So when you do get bored, when you do feel an urge, do something or don't do nothing. And that could be journal, that could be making a video, and you don't even have to post this shit. I just journaled the other day, crumbled up the paper and threw that shit away. Because I don't want to look back at that shit, I don't need it. I just needed to write some shit down, be direct and honest with myself on something, and just throw that shit away. Sometimes you just need to get some shit off your chest. But if you constantly, every time you have an urge or feeling to do something or you're bored, you just go scroll, you're killing your creativity. You're killing all the ideas that you might develop and create from being a thoughtful thinker. And that might sound contradictory, but you have to be a thoughtful thinker. Everybody thinks every day, but most people's thoughts aren't that intelligent or differentiate from the crowd, because all we're doing is going on this. So we're all seeing the same shit, we're all thinking the same shit. Now everybody's algorithm, this shit is different, but for the most part, you can kind of sense when people are on social media too much, because their personality starts to get too driven by social media, or they just start having the same opinions, and you can kind of see this when you go certain places. Now obviously, not everybody lives on social media, so you can tell the difference, but I wrote, silence felt empty at first, almost unsettling. I have always been perfectly fine in time of being alone time. I'm never lonely or feel like I need to be around people. But that silence sometimes does become a void to where you feel unsettled and you feel like you have to do something. But no, a lot of times when you're bored, those moments are the time where you'll have your mental breakthroughs. You'll get ideas. You'll get creative. You'll start to develop a plan for certain things you didn't even know you could tap into, because all you were doing was numbing yourself. Whether that's through substance, social media, distracting yourself with certain things, whether that's women or sports or whatever. Look, we don't need to just block out everything, but you have to get back in tune with yourself. Utilize these things as tools, as things that are adding to your life. They should never ever be the main thing in your life. A lot of times when you're by yourself, you're not resting. You're just numbing yourself. You're constantly numbing yourself through these things. So it becomes something that isn't really beneficial for you. Your alone time and your downtime isn't resting. It's not fulfilling you. You're not fulfilling you. It's not recharging you in a way, because all you're doing is numbing yourself through these things, through these vices. Deactivating all my socials allows me and forcing me to sit with myself, allows me to see what's going to come to the forefront of my brain that I either need to write down or think about in a thoughtful manner, in a way that's healthy, in a way that I'm recognizing I'm reaching towards a goal. This might be very uncomfortable right now, but I know that because I'm going to the other side. Like, if you had to get to the other side, okay, say I live in Pittsburgh, right? Say, hypothetically, and this is like a crazy hypothetical, but you had to get to the other side of the river, and the only way you could go is if you swam. It's fucking freezing, right? You gotta swim through that shit or whatever. It's gonna be mad uncomfortable. But if you know you have to do that, it's gonna put you in a mindset where you understand, I have to do this. It's gonna be uncomfortable for me to get to the other side, but I know once I get there, I'm gonna be glad I went through that discomfort. And when you prepare yourself for discomfort, it doesn't make it easier, but it puts it in a better perspective. And I'm gonna always say, till the day I die, perspective is everything. And this is just completely unrelated, but another reason perspective is so important. You can have somebody that you're like, they ain't tell me nothing, they ain't call me back, they ain't know whatever. And they could be literally sitting there thinking like, damn, I don't know what to say. I wanna talk to them, I wanna call them. I genuinely don't know what to say. I don't know how to approach them, I don't know how to. So perspective is everything, because you could be building resentment towards somebody that doesn't even know how you feel, or they might know how you feel, but they don't know how to respond or talk to you, and you're building resentment that they're not even aware of. And the whole time they wanna work things through. The last thing I wrote was, this wasn't about productivity, it was about identity. So sometimes we get wrapped up in our social media, our profiles, our this, our that, and we start attaching that to our identity when your social media is just a reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't posting things, and I never have posted things to create an image for myself or like make it look like something I'm not. I always just post expressively. So anything that's actually me. You know what I'm saying? So like me working out, me talking about certain topics I'm passionate about. I make a lot of videos after I have certain conversations with people. I've had conversations with people in my school or friends or family, and then I'm like, this is a great idea to talk about, right? Because I had a good conversation, I had a mental breakthrough, or just a genuine interaction with somebody that makes you get into that creative bag. Allow yourself to like have a healthy spiral of thoughts after you have an interaction or a mental breakthrough or a connection with somebody. So you literally have to step back and like, who am I without all of this shit? Who am I without all of this shit? Without the validation, without the attention, without people liking your shit, without you checking stories, without you checking everything to feel like you need to be in the loop. What does your life look like? Take all of this shit away. When we die, we can't take none of this. None of the social media, none of the phones, our cribs, how popular we are. None of this shit matters, bro. At the end of the day, we're gonna have to stand in front of God. Now, positive impact and influence is very healthy and important, which is the type of content I like to watch anyways, because I strive for improvement. So, but that's neither here nor there. So the last thing I'm gonna say, I didn't lose myself on social media. I just stopped hearing myself. I allowed things to get overcompensated by distracting myself or numbing myself or constantly having the urge to reach for my phone and scroll. So that's why I'm doing it.